Brad Shoemaker.
Hi, Jan Ochoa.
Look at this picturesque storybook town of how let's double check where we're at. Halcyonia.
Halcyonia. It's very peaceful here. Picturesque is the word.
Picturesque is the word. I'm in a little bit of a tizzy because...
Oh my god. I can't believe you briefed me on this before this video, and holy crap, man. Like, let's just get into it, I guess.
I'll say off the tippy top, that part is on me. The auto-saving...
I don't think so. I think it's on the game, but let's see. Let's do our due diligence here.
Okay. So you can see in the top right there, the playtime here for this save is close to 4 hours in. And I was close to 15, 16 hours into the game.
Dude, when you told me this before the video, I was like, oh, maybe he lost like an hour, 90 minutes or something. But dude, like you lost over 10 hours of progress. Oh my god, that hurts to hear that. That number.
My dumb butt decided to just like nose to the grindstone. Let's get in on this game. Let's figure out this JRPG. So I stopped manual saving because the game said it auto saves. I was like, okay, cool.
Okay.
What it did not mention is that if you load up a previous save, it will overwrite that save with where you're at now the next time it auto saves.
But you omitted the detail that you had disabled or stopped auto manual saving.
Yes.
I might be swinging back into the column a little bit here.
So that is on me.
You know what? People do not appreciate the fine art of managing saves for quick looks in games that don't really give you good save management.
I will say that I think I've been spoiled because I've been playing a lot of PC games lately, and being able to just save any and everywhere is a godsend compared to some console stuff. But this is the world of Bravely Default 2. Still a little bit early in, but I think we can definitely still show off a lot of what this game has to offer. And it's a little chibi storybook
I love
quality.
Yeah, and like zoom back in, like they're just a little kind of almost a shoebox diorama of just like tiny little people in this tiny world, and it's got like a depth to it, you know? Like it's like kind of hand painted, but also 3D. That's cool.
Yeah, the tilt shift effects when you're in the towns is really neat. In the overworld, it leaves a little bit to be desired, but like here in these little towns, it's really neat, especially when you can like zoom out and it does look like a 2D painting. But despite this game being called Bravely Default 2, this has nothing to do plot-wise with Bravely Default 1 and the more confusing direct sequel to Bravely Default 1 called Bravely Default 2nd.
Or Bravely Second, I think is the name of that game.
Bravely Second, you're correct.
I thought you were going to go for the joke of this is kind of Bravely Default 3, actually, sort of.
Yeah, and you know, I played a little bit of Bravely Default 1, and this is a lot like that first game.
Okay, that was a 3DS game, right?
Yes,
or
it was a
regular
3DS.
DS. 3DS. Yeah, I played a decent amount of that game too, and it had pretty cool combat from what I remember.
Yeah, and that combat is almost exactly the same here. So here we have an overworld. Can't really zoom out here, but we can actually move the camera around, which is kind of neat.
What's up with your fedora and trench coat party?
Okay, so we have an interesting party. When I say this is a JRPG game, it's definitely not joking around with the systems. And instead of like kind of doling out a couple hours to give you a full party, they just give you the full party like 30 minutes into the game.
All right, I like that.
Yeah. So that's Elvis. He's our black mage with a fedora. And we have his mercenary friend, and then we have a princess in our party, and then the princess's protector here. But yeah, so like the overworld, instead of random encounters, I believe the 3DS games were random encounters. Instead of random encounters, you can actually engage in the combat here. Since we're a little over-leveled, these enemy mobs will kind of run away from us and flee.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. But you will see other enemies in the overworld that will actively come to you, or if they're glowing red, they might be a little too strong for your party.
Little anime point of clarification.
Okay.
Is that sweat or tears?
I think that's like sweat.
Okay. Right? That would have been my guess. Like, oh, these guys don't even give an F.
Oh, they don't care. So if you're near two two little overworld enemies. They'll just spawn in together. And if you are not familiar with the Bravely Default combat system, it's a turn-based combat. Let me slow down a bit.
I'm sorry. I'm trying. As soon as I got a close-up look at Elvis, of course, fedora and trench coat guy is also chin strap beard guy.
Oh yeah,
and ponytail guy. Oh my god,
Elvis has a lot going on here. So the thing that sets Bravely Default apart from other turn-based strategies is the Brave and Default system. You see that our main character here, Bouncer, I named him Bouncer. He's not actually named Bouncer. He has 1 BP, so that is 1 battle point, Brave point. And if I were to hit the Brave button here, we could initiate the Brave system, and we can go into the deficit of BP points there. And by doing that, we can take more turns with just that one character. And each character can do this, or we could use Default, which they go into like a defense stance, and they accumulate a BP point instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all from the first one. It's been so long since I played that game.
Yeah.
Seems familiar.
It is. And from here, it's just regular, good old JRPG. There's a bunch of different jobs in this game. Adele here, she's our freelancer. Freelancer is like the basic class. And from here, you can go into your job stuff, regular attacks, and items and whatnot. You see there's like a little gauge, also yellow gauge or bar underneath the characters. That'll kind of denote the turn order. But say for instance, Adele goes super brave, her meter down there goes completely empty, and then she would have to wait several turns to be able to be active again.
Okay.
And then, from here, it's just like combat and stuff. You can see the enemy's weaknesses, what types of family mobs they are. So these goblins are weak to, I believe that's water spells and swords. So, you could just go at it.
Do it.
They're vulnerable.
See? These guys should have been afraid.
They should have been afraid.
Are your... Oh, whoa. Another wave?
Because we wound up aggroing 2 mobs there.
Oh, right. There was... Right, yes. Yeah. Are your characters locked into their starting jobs early on, and you have to like wait a while to change something up, or do they
actually
open the job stuff pretty quick?
It goes really quick into introducing the warrior class and the white mage, and you
Dude, I'm so into the white mage's like fuzzy hat and like cuff motif and tape.
It's very funny. I really like the white mage motif there, and also so on top of having the flexibility of changing everyone's jobs. In my experience, you can pretty much equip any weapon to anyone, no matter what their job is.
Okay, interesting.
Which is cool because, there will be some enemies that are only weak. They're especially weak to spears or, axes and whatnot. Let me just quick reminder. Okay, this is what we're doing here in this save. So in the overworld, there's been a lot of fetch quest style things of like, hey, go to point A. Start at point A, go to point B. Now that you've done everything at point B, go back to point A. And that includes the same thing for the side quests that are in this game, which there are a poop ton. But let's head to the desert. It looks like everything's scared of us. During the nighttime,
fleeing in terror.
Mobs.
Yeah.
Look at these. I want to show you these guys, Brad.
Are you getting anything good out of those side quests, fetch quest type stuff, or?
So the side quests, you'll get your mats. Sometimes you'll get newer weapons, and you'll actually unlock some jobs through the side quests.
That seems useful.
Yeah, so they're not completely just throwaway stuff. One of the quality of life things that I enjoy that Bravely Default does is that you can just jack up the battle speed up to 4 times. Which is neat when you're grinding away at the game. And Brad, there's a lot of grinding in this game.
Yeah, I think the first one had the speed stuff, and does it also have some auto battle as well?
Unfortunately,
or maybe
it doesn't have.
Okay.
Yeah. So what you can do?
I think I remember setting max fast forward in the first game quite a bit as well.
You can hit Y to repeat an action with a character, but sometimes that has bit me in the butt, and that I wind up accidentally healing and exhausting all my MP. But yeah, so there we go.
Look how fast that is.
Look how fast that is. You know what, Gloria, just go for it.
Man, it's like a machine gun arrow.
I have there have been moments when I've been like mindlessly grinding where I have been going at 4 times speed, and then I wind up getting wiped out because you know, RNG happening, and I wind up missing all my attacks and stuff. Yeah, look at that orc. I wouldn't say that's an orc. I'd say that's like a pig man.
It's like a pudgy pig man orc moblin kind of thing. Yeah.
And occasionally, so you'll have your party of 4 with Gloria, Elvis, and Adele. God, Elvis is such a good name for a mage.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Especially one as the internet guy as this one.
he's a good egg. Hopefully he stays that way.
Man, yeah, he smoked those guys.
Yeah. I haven't been the butt by going so fast a couple times. So, you know, I'd say to the viewers at home, maybe exercise some caution when visiting a new area. But you can initiate the battles, and you'll start with like brave points if you wind up hitting the mobs. If they wind up getting you from behind, they'll have the advantage over you.
Okay, sure.
I think we should have a teleport point. Okay. So when you enter some dungeons, you'll have a teleport point which will warp you a little bit further in the dungeon. These will just be checkpoints, and I hit this in the save. So you know, you'll be able to use this to get back to the very front of the dungeon and run back to town to stock up. These are little save points where
the old save point.
You should save.
Yeah.
But from here,
I was playing Yakuza 7 reminded me what a pain in the ass JRPG save points are. Like that is one convention of this genre that I would not be sad to just see go away.
I feel like we've come so far in JRPGs and like streamlining it and making them enjoyable that like I could
let people save scum if they want to, you know?
Yeah. But hey, if you're looking for like a good old RPG similar to like, I don't know, I guess the earlier Bravely Defaults, which, you know, reminiscent of earlier Final Fantasies.
Yes.
This is definitely that game.
Yeah, this looks pretty good. I don't know what I'm saying here. Like I don't know how much JRPG I have in me. Like Yakuza is cool because it's like so different. Mm-hmm. And this seems very traditional, but it also looks pretty good. I might have to give this thing a look. I don't know. But did you play any Bravely Second at all?
I did not.
Okay, I wonder if that is also just this, or if they went off in a different direction with that one.
I think I looked up a couple of videos, and it looked like it was still fairly similar. Oh no. But this has been like the flow of the game.
Yeah,
it's very cookie cutter. It's very linear in that regard.
Fighting cubes.
They inflicted gravity on me. Everything's happening so fast. I don't know what's going on.
You don't have time to care. Just press buttons.
I will say, when you enter into combat instances with enemies you haven't faced yet, you will have to use an ability to examine them so you can find out not only their weakness, but how much HP they have, which is interesting.
Yeah. And that's not like a kind of, I don't know, scan or Libra skill. Anybody can do that.
You will have to have that as a job class, but it's like the very first ability in that job class. Are these cubes weak to? They're weak to lightning and getting hit with sticks. Maybe we could just rush our way through this.
These cubes are not messing around.
They are not.
Do you have any lightning spells by chance?
Boy Elvis should have one. There we go. Unload, Elvis. Unload. All right. Okay.
Elvis always coming through in the clutch.
Brad, I normally like Chibi.
Yeah.
animations, or I guess designs.
Mhm.
I think my problem with this chibi designs is that there's too much detail.
And the characters specifically?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe
Yeah,
we
I
can
guess I
finesse
can
our
see
way.
it.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, that was...
Like true pure chibi is like eyes and no other facial features, right?
Yeah.
It's just 2 dots for eyes and that's it, right?
The Funko Pops of anime.
Ooh, boy, when you put it that way.
So, say you're in a battle and don't quite want to fight, you can try and flee. Oh, that worked.
You drop coins, is that the standard flee penalty? No?
No.
I can't get over the look of this. Like, I think it looks kind of rad.
And say that the tilt shift stuff is not quite your style, you can turn it off.
Oh, interesting. I think
You
it
can
looks
also
very
turn
cool.
off autosave.
Good to know.
Just manually save. But a neat thing also is that you can turn off these job-specific outfits. So say you want Gloria and your main protagonist to be wearing what they're wearing in the beginning of the game, they'll keep wearing that instead of the neat little
That's cool.
job outfits.
Sure.
There is online in this game, kind of.
Huh.
I remember street passing was a huge thing of the first
man.
game.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Milady.
They really should have had Elvis deliver that line.
God. Look at Elvis has such nice skin, and I don't think that's just because
Yeah.
he's a chibi character.
It's true. He's got a certain glow about him. Is the story any good?
If you've played Bravely Default 1, it's almost exactly the same story.
Huh. Okay.
Our main character here, shipwrecked, and the power of the 4 crystals was compelling him, Brad.
Oh, 4 crystals, you say?
4 crystals.
There's just 4 of them?
And it
Who
turns
would think
out
of something like that?
it turns out those crystals are tied into elements.
No.
Yeah. And
Impossible.
And the crystal awakened a power within our main character here,
Okay.
and that he's slowly unraveling his past. So,
Let me just checking off my bullet point list here. 4 crystals, elemental affinity, awakened
old
mysterious
guy.
powers. Yes.
oh
Oh
we also
boy.
have royalty in our party. A neat thing
Of course.
that this game
Does she
also
have does he or she? I'm assuming it's a she who is royalty. Have amnesia.
she does not. But
Okay.
her family's gone, or her kingdom is
Okay.
gone, and she's
Yes.
trying to rebuild it.
You gotta have
Oh.
one or the other.
Occasionally, you'll get like a little party chat pop up in the top right corner, and that'll just be like how it is, like in Yakuza Like a Dragon. It'll just be a lot of flavor text, fleshing out relationships and stuff. There isn't actually a relationship system in between the characters, at least that I've come across. And say if you don't want to read this now, you can just skip it, and thankfully it will be saved later. Let's actually go into the menus real quick. It's your normal fare for RPGs. Something that this game has that I incredibly dislike is that each character has a weight limit, and you can become
boy.
over encumbered.
Great. That's
Re-
huh.
really
That is not the most typical JRPG thing. That I always think that is more of like a Western RPG.
You're right. You're right.
That's weird.
So, say we wanted to give Glory here a better bow. She may not be able to carry it because of her class, I believe. I'm still not 100% sure as to how you can increase what you can carry other than leveling up. But, the equipment's the regular fare, but the jobs is where it's neat. So, with Bouncer here, you could set his main job and his sub job. Say you unlock a bunch of stuff in a previous job you were mainlining, you can set that as your sub, so you'd still have access to the abilities and the passive abilities.
All of them, or just like a small subset?
Pretty much all of them.
Oh, that's pretty generous.
You'll see the brown ones are active abilities, and the green ones there are passives that you can set per character.
So you could theoretically have kind of 2 full jobs going at the same time?
Yeah.
Wow.
The leveling for the job system with the JP points does take a while. So if you're insane and you want to like grind out a subclass, you technically could. Yeah, so like these are pretty interchangeable. You can set anyone to have any of these classes, and you'll have specialties, which you unlock as you progress through the job systems. But the passive abilities you could set from any previous subclass or sub-job you've had. So, like Divining Rod, for instance, is a passive ability from the Freelancer job. It just shows how many treasure chests are out in the world. But as you progress down a specific job, you can throw that onto your character. The attributes, this just shows it's just a stat breakdown.
Sure.
Yeah, let's go visit Sir Sloane's dearly departed wife. Most of the game is voice acted, and it's done pretty well.
Forgive me, beloved. I have been unable to visit as often as I would have wished.
Trying to remember who makes these games.
I shall not be visiting again soon.
Bravely default to.
Thank you, all of you.
Wow. What a
Claytek Works. I'm not familiar with that developer.
She was so very weak toward the end. Barely able to walk, let alone ascend these hillsides. Her last wish was that she at least be permitted her final rest in such a place.
I guess, perhaps spoilers, this is still very early in the game. This is technically only the prologue still, and you don't wind up exiting the prologue until like 3.5, 4 hours-ish.
But enough of my self-indulgence.
Does anything super meaningful change from there, other than like, hey, you're out of the prologue now? Like mechanically?
Certain party members may leave.
Okay, but I mean, like, they're not holding any major systems back or anything like that?
No.
Okay, that to me is the ultimate JRPG killer, is when it's like, you gotta get 15 or 20 hours into this before you really get the full job system and you really get all the stuff,
Ooh, a thing that this game does, Brad, that I strongly dislike and is common in JRPGs is if your party wipes, the game ends. Or instead of just defaulting to like before that combat instance.
Oh, sure. Oh, like you're going back to your last hard save or your last
auto save.
Like I'm trying to think, I haven't played that many of these types of games in recent years, but like like Yakuza in particular does kind of just drop you right out of that battle you died in. But it's a pretty harsh money penalty in that game. You lose like half your money every time you die, right?
Oh yeah. I remember accidentally getting hit by a car and then losing all my money in that game.
Oh, that's tough. I'm not sure what is worse, but
so the jobs are tied into items called asterisks. And you'll unlock more asterisks or job classes through playing the story. There are a couple tied behind side quests. Oh, here's another one for the JRPG bingo card, Brad. There's political intrigue.
Of course. Warring kingdoms, perhaps?
Yeah, with elected parties and royalty.
Of course. There's always some kind of scheming advisor behind the throne.
They also say the word calamity.
Oh boy.
Say you didn't care about the story at all, you could just skip it if need be. There's an auto advance, so that's neat. Oh, an asterisk. So Elvis's whole deal is that he just wants to collect more asterisks.
Who could blame him? Wow, especially wow, man.
Look at that.
When you just look at that eyeliner, holy crap.
I know.
The wind crystal will be mine, no matter what the cost.
Is this guy a boss?
This guy's a boss, Brad.
Oh man, I was kind of hoping to see a boss. Whoa, look at that background.
I know.
That's pretty wild.
For being like in this chibi art style, the game does have a lot of flashing moments, which are pretty impressive. Unfortunately, because this is only on the Switch, there's a little slowdown here and there.
Ooh. Have you been playing mostly docked or handheld?
Mostly handheld.
Okay.
And there's a little bit of loading times there, which is
sure,
to be expected. Okay.
I kind of want to I just replaced my drifting Joy-Con stick finally last weekend, so kind of want to play something on the Switch handheld.
Oh my god, Brad. My Joy-Con drift has boned me in this game.
Oh no! Oh no! Like in menus or moving around or what?
In menus, like I'll just mindlessly be hitting A because I think I'll just be attacking over again, only for the option to shift down, and then it's like an attack that takes up my HP or whatever. But again, that's
for me.
That's a user error.
Yeah, you will be freeing yourself to get that Joy-Con drift fixed. It feels so good.
I wish I'd healed up before this. But you know what? Let's make a ballsy move, Brad. Let's use all of Gloria's brave points.
Do it.
We're gonna cure everyone because we can do that. And then let's give everyone a protection spell.
That's kind of cool to just like burn all of her turns right up front and just cast a ton of protective magic.
Oh, it's really cool.
That's cool.
The part where it's not cool is that the enemies obey the same rules, so they can wind up defaulting up.
Sure, I can see that.
Healing. So this boss, they will almost always counterattack. If you hit them physically with a close weapon. So I'm just gonna default with Adele and Elvis here. Gonna build up some action points. You know what, Bouncer? Let's get you to defang Orton here. Lower his physical attack. Just default again. Default Elvis.
Okay then.
Oh. You know what, Bouncer? Treat yourself here. And let's default again with Adele. Brad, I think I might have lost you. Oh, never mind. I hear you.
Oh, okay.
Let's default up. So since we spent so much points with Gloria, she is like kind of out of commission until her brave points reach 0 again. Oh, what's going on? Elvis, let's default one more time. Okay, now that you're defaulted up, let's just unload.
And BP doesn't carry over at all between battles. You just roll in with kind of 0 unless there's like a surprise attack or something.
Yes. Oh gosh. Okay, the party's not doing too well. Let's give a treat to Gloria. Heal you up. You will occasionally have a 5th party member that you do not control.
Huh.
The AI kind of does what it wants to from there.
Okay. The General Leo rule, I like to think of it as.
Yes, yes. Okay, so Elvis has 3 battle points stored up, so we can freely brave up, and he won't have to miss a turn. Let's just set this guy on fire. What is he weak to? Oh, he's weak to earth. There we go. Lay on that damage, buddy.
Good damage. Can you check his HP? Oh, you just did that, didn't you?
He's got a lot, though.
Yes.
Let's treat... Okay, let's use all of Adele's battle points. Let's treat Gloria. And then let's try and hit Orton here. Sometimes during the boss battles, they will stop and have a little bit of exposition.
I am a merciful man. I will spare you if you give me the... You escape with your lives, and I...
Don't give him the crystal.
I'm not gonna. I haven't even seen the other crystals, Brad. I'm gonna hold on to the one I got.
Guess it's my turn.
Okay, let's physical attack Estelle down. We can do another one of those. Defang him, and then let's see if we can delay his turn. It's gonna cost us some HP though. I'm gonna slow down the battle speed a little bit because I don't know what's going on. Fault again.
Okay,
you'll see that there's a special command here, and as battles progress, you will be able to unleash a special move. Hopefully, we can show that off in a bit. Default again with Elvis. Sometimes the enemies in this game do not mess around with their attacks. Potion, good one. Elvis. Treat Elvis also.
Hey, try this. That was a close one, eh? Let's see now. You saved my bacon there.
Okay. Gloria, let's just... No, let's default.
Here I go.
Default again with Bouncer.
So push too far. Thanks for bailing out.
What's the plan? Hey, I shall endeavor to return the favor. Let me see. Let me help you.
Cheers. I owe you one.
Ouch.
Okay, alright. Not even halfway yet. Sometimes these battles can take a while.
Hanging in there. I'm just going to assume the first time you played through this, you were leveled a bit more.
Yes. Yes. I did not run past a couple... Oh, no!
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Things are fine. Things are fine. Let's just do a couple of these. Oh. Oh, well, that worked out. I meant to brave up with him. There we go. Let's just burn all these, Elvis.
That's right.
I do wish that, so say you brave up and then you wind up being deep into the menus. It isn't quite easy to undo that. You'd have to back out of all your actions. Okay, good. Good damage.
It's kind of interesting to me to see the, like, Fire kind of naming convention for spells carry over from Final Fantasy. Like, that's a weirdly specific thing, I feel like, to bring in here, but...
I surprised it's not locked down behind anything.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Let's brave up. And then let's cross-cut this
He's getting there.
mother effer.
You
Elvis
might have this.
Elvis is putting in work, Brad.
Yeah, I think you might. Man, I take back everything I ever said about Elvis.
Oh,
Ooh.
How can
Yep.
I really be staring? No, I cannot lose.
No, I cannot use.
these boss battles are fun. Sometimes they'll range between like just one person you're fighting against, or like 2 or 3.
Halcyon will be mine. All
And you definitely cannot bum rush your way through the boss battles most of the time. Kind of trying to do that for quick look purposes.
Sure. I think you got this.
Oh, Elvis, no! Oh,
94. No, man. I
oh,
shouldn't have said anything. I'm sorry.
it's okay. We got Sir Sloan in the party. Oh boy. Okay, we're still okay. I'll burn one of Gloria's battle points just so we can get some healing going. Yeah, yeah. We'll be okay. Oh, fantastic. It's like this was almost scripted into this, Brad.
A little bit of drama never hurts.
So this is what I was talking about, where, you know, despite its chibi art style, they can get super flashy and pull
Man,
out the
some of-
razzle
yeah,
dazzle.
A lot of the like spell effects and stuff like that in this game look real good.
Yeah.
Like even I don't know if you get it on this boss, but even the regular enemies, like that little kind of multicolored like highlight outline kind of effect on them. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like all these particles and glowing stuff. Like this looks real nice for, especially for a Switch game.
the bummer part about that, doing that special move, is that we would have killed him, but he wound up healing. So it's a little bit of a bummer. So after you unleash a special attack, the music kind of kicks in, and they kind of encourage you to just burn through your battle points. Okay, let's just do... Oops.
Smoke this guy. He almost got him.
Let's just attack this mother. Oh. Oh, that's okay. Oh, ow!
Oh no!
Elvis! Elvis! Okay, he's really close. He's really close. Maybe we shouldn't burn through everything, but we're going to, Brad. There we go. Okay. Let's try and bring Elvis back. And maybe our AI party member will wind up healing him. Let's default also.
Yeah.
Oh,
Drop
thanks.
the hammer.
There we go. Okay, how much does he have left? 12.
You got this.
What do you think, Brad? Should we just burn? Let's burn.
Hell yeah.
Let's burn through these points.
I think you should drop maximum Elvis on this guy.
I've been waiting this whole video to go maximum Elvis. Okay, let's see. Math. Let's.
I mean, I think Elvis did almost like 1,001 turn earlier when you dumped a bunch of magic, right?
And let's dump a bunch of magic again then. Oh no.
Oh,
okay.
get
Well,
low
we gotta
on the
settle
MP.
for the regular stuff. Uh
Oh!
oh. And then let's just take a potion in case we wind up biting it. Oh, I don't have any more potions. Okay. Take an ether. Take an ether. Take another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I like where this is going.
Oh, the problem is we've burned through all of our battle points. Or
That's
brave
true.
points.
Oh, for everybody. Wow. Oh my
do
god.
this.
No.
Oh, Elvis. I pushed Elvis too hard.
Oh man.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's great. The
There
boss is
are-
out of MP. Oh, guys, really doing it.
Yeah, Sir Sloan, MVP of this battle, really. Okay. All right. 571.
Oh man.
Easy.
Really right there.
Easy. Oh, okay. All right. Maybe we'll play a little smarter. Maybe we'll play a little smarter. Let's default up with Bouncer.
Boy. This guy's not having it.
We're so close, Brad. Oh wow, we are down to the wire with a lot of stuff here. This might be able to push us there. Okay. Oh.
Come on. Yes. Yes.
Oh no. Oh. I will say that sometimes your AI party member is not as generous as Sir Sloan.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting the sense that they really want you to get through this battle. It being the prologue and all.
Yeah.
Sorry to be a pain.
Okay. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Man, it's really going kind of ham on these poor party members. All right, I think this is it.
Okay, let's. Oh, easy.
Oh my god.
Okay. Here.
I
Just.
think you should let Elvis do the honors.
Okay, you're right. Okay, let's just default with you. Elvis, have at it, my friend.
Oh, he's got all that MP. Just do it. Yeah,
This is excessive at this point.
that's right. He's got a style on him.
There we go.
Oh boy,
Ugh.
you weren't kidding about the boss fights. That was a commitment.
There will be moments in the game where you will have to do a bunch of grinding to
People pleasers.
be able to tackle a dungeon even sometimes.
Okay, sure.
But But you know, that's par for the course for a JRPG.
That is the genre for sure. What's going on here?
Oh. So now we've unlocked
wow.
class.
Okay. What was she before?
She was just a freelancer.
Oh, right. Okay.
But again, like any of these jobs are all interchangeable with each other. Anyone can be anything.
So some jobs come from the story, some from side quests.
And you know, each job has their own share of active and passive abilities.
Thou art bested.
Okay. And Brad,
Yes.
that has been Bravely Default 2.
Yeah, this seems all right.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, you know what you're getting into if you know JRPGs, it looks like. Nothing super out of the ordinary.
Yeah, if you're looking to have, like, you know, a game that you can have on the side and grind away at, I think this is perfect for that. I've wound up really enjoying a lot of the characters. Sometimes I will skip through the side quests or the party chats, but for the main stuff, it does. It's been pretty neat.
Yeah.
And you know, there are different types of difficulties where, you know, the super casual mode, you can kind of steamroll through stuff.
Wait, is this the big bad?
This is the big bad.
Dude, how could he not be the big bad with hair like that? Holy crap.
Look at that hair.
Look at the bounce, man. Look at the volume.
Oh, Horton.
Man, look at that guy.
Look at this guy.
Holy shit.
What if we refuse?
Wow. Now I have to play this game.
Maybe we'll end it on this.
Dude, wow, there's nowhere to go from here but down. Wait.
Oh yeah.
Are they doing it? Are they doing it?
They're doing it.
I just want to see this guy in battle. I want to see his battle stance.
Look at that armor.
Look at that hair. Wow.
Let's slow down. Oh.
I was gonna say this is just the classic like fight the big bad guy early in the game and get completely smoked for the story kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But the funny part is Sir Sloan is still here.
Mm-hmm.
And he is constantly trying to res you.
That's pretty good.
Okay. We'll just hang back. There we go.
All right. Sorry, Sir Sloan.
Uh-oh. What do you say, Brett? Should we let this play out?
I think we call it here. Oh boy, this thing's getting a little rough here. Let's
Yeah.
save something for the folks at home. This seems all right.
Yeah, if you're looking for a good old classic JRPG, Bravely Default 2 may be the game for you. There's a bunch of stuff here, and from what I've been reading, it seems like it is up to a 60-hour game. So,
Boy, okay, all right.
not including the side quest stuff. So even if you're trying to mainline, yeah, you're in for a ride.
Put on a podcast and grind.
Yeah,
Perhaps may I interest you in the Giant Bomb cast?
put on a fedora, listen to the Bombcast, and grind away.
Sure, yeah, whatever floats your boat.
Thanks, Brad.